that happened to me before. That was pretty damn weird. Hopefully, if you were watching the live stream, you joined this one, because out of nowhere, the stream just stopped. And I'm at the tail end, so I have to make this a part 4 to finish off the rest of what remains of Edith Finch, which I'm at the tail end of the game, so this will be a short live stream. But thank you all for watching. I should still be on. Yeah.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. No,
Like that.
I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Okay.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here? It's mine. Edith! Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
And that's it. And that's What Remains of Edith Finch, a story by Giant Sparrow. And now it's the credits. And then to make this stream a little bit longer, given I didn't intend there to be a part 4 of this thing, I'll go back and I'll get the rest of the trophies, which really I just need to play one. But yeah, my overall thoughts of it, I think this is a very, very beautiful game that really, I actually never expected it to be like this when I first, because I remember before I even played this on Xbox, I had this as the PS Plus game, which I finally now played, which is right here on PlayStation, because I got that around the time I got the PS Plus in 2019, and like a month or two later, this was one of the games, and it just sat on my system now for about 4 years for me to go, a little over 4 years actually, for me to go and, you know, decide to finally play it on PlayStation. I'm like, oh, eventually I'll get to it. I played like other games that were on PS Plus at the time, like The Witness and Call of Duty and all the stuff that came out. There's still a bunch of PS Plus games over the years I still have not got to, and maybe those will be done for my channel. Maybe they'll be done for YouTube. But it is a beautiful game, because the first time I actually played it was on Xbox through Game Pass back in the day. I mentioned that, I think, in my first stream of this. It being like a, I did an Xbox Achievement Challenge with one of my co-workers at the time, and this was one of the games I decided to play that month. I lost, obviously, but because of my 2 achievement challenges with him and another co-worker the second time, my gamer score on Xbox blew past my 2 cousins, added together, and they've been on Xbox much longer than I have, and I've only had my Xbox account for going on 3 years. And I have a larger gamer score than either of them combined. They've had their stuff since 360 and Xbox One, which is sad. But yeah, in terms of this, I thought this was a really, it's the reason why I wanted to do this for Halloween, do this for the Thanksgiving. I am all turned around for the month of October for Halloween. Given I remember this game, and it gives me a chance to play it and actually complete it on PlayStation, which has been sitting on my account for years, like I said. I thought it was a beautiful game back then, and it still is a great game. I would highly recommend playing this. It's a short game. It's not like the most in-depth thing, but it's a fun experience, and I enjoyed it back then like I enjoy it now. Back then, at least, I didn't know what was going to happen, so a lot of the story caught me off guard. In terms of now, I know exactly what happens and stuff, so I knew what was going to happen when I played it this time, but back then I didn't, and like I said, the reason I picked it, it's not a horror game, it's not scary, it just has like this very it has like a very emotional, creepy atmosphere to it, which is the reason why I wanted to do it for this. Oh god, I forgot the phone was on this thing. Is he really? I didn't even notice that the first time. Great. But yeah, like I mean, I thought it was a. I'm gonna have to look into more games from their team, because I want to play that thing that's supposedly like this, like the character that people think is Milton. Oh, hello for joining this stream that never was intended to happen, part 4, but it's the end. I just finished What Remains of Edith Finch. The last live stream just cut off on me for some weird reason. And I finally got a chance to finish it. So this stream doesn't go on for like 10 minutes and then end. I need to do. What achievements do I still need to get? What trophies do I still have to get? Yeah, I might as well just do that story, because then I get 2 trophies for 1. Molly's. Replay Molly's story. Because then I can get the sailor song and then replay a thing. Which is weird because it's like, I don't know. And I looked it up and it's weird. It feels like my game is just not fully up to date or some crap. Because I know there's more trophies. Because I know there were more achievements. So I have to do Molly's again.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back. I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Finish this. Might as well complete the game 100%.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
That shark. Hit by the car.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
There you are. Come here. Come here.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Okay, now I have to make sure to let the guy finish the song.
I was big, and I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Finish your song already. I'm waiting for you to finish singing, dude. What do we do, the drunken sailor? What do we do, the drunken sailor? The drunken sailor, what do we do, the drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? She rises early in the morning. Yay! Dude, why would you fail? Why would you fail me? Why would you fail me? So I'll probably just do more wrestling stuff out of the weekend, and I don't have to worry about Halloween stuff at that point. Okay, I did that. do I get... Dude, open your door. There we go. And
After the last passenger, I was still hungry.
I think that was the captain. I don't think that was a passenger.
I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe. I got closer and closer. All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
okay. And I have to do the loop-de-loop one again. Or at least that one's short. Which is still, I'm missing like 2 achievements, or 2 trophies on this thing. Yeah, Kelvin's. Replay Kelvin's story. And then after that, I can mark this game as 100%ed. Too bad this game doesn't have a platinum.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. That's the day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
There we go. And with that, the game is 100%ed. And that is what remains of Edith Finch. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for a couple more live streams today for Halloween to end off this celebrating October stuff.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
So,
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
and with that being said, I bid you all adieu. Happy Halloween, everyone!